sun is rising, set my aim on the horizon. Watch the waves as they roar for the heart that I've worked for. Set a fire in this soul, can't contain, can't control. Steady heart, straightened spine for the prize that's already mine. Don't close your eyes. You don't wanna miss it. It's taken all that I am, but this is living. Here I come alive. Pray what I'm afraid of. Show me what I'm made of. Bring on the miles. There's nothing stopping me from being alive. Changed, and I've seen the glory that cannot be unseen. Sacrifices that I set at the finish, I'll proudly wear them round my neck. So drench my heart, 'cause I want more. There's a riot in my soul and I want more. 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 Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Come alive. Look out and listen. We'll go in the distance. Bring on the miles. See the best that we can be. Here I come. Come alive. Brave what I'm afraid of. Show me what I'm made of. Bring on the miles. There's nothing stopping me from being alive.
Hello. Pasensya na. Okay, nadala ako dun sa napakagandang video na yan. Again, saying hello everyone, good afternoon, and welcome to your YGNITED talk show. Of course, presented to you by, maraming salamat sa aming sponsor, presented to you by My Daily Collagen. And for this particular show, sponsored by Clean Athlete. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Muli po, Chicky Reyes, all the way here from Cubao. Kung saan po ako namalagi for the past, what, 7 weeks ba? Are we on the 7th week? I think we are. And before anything else, quick shout outs, of course, Oliver and Daya Salas of My Daily Collagen. Hello! Thanks for watching. To the Lista family, the Rockstar Rujan Lista, and all the staff of Clean Athlete. Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us and watching us. All the way from Australia. Siyempre, no? Yung mga kaibigan na dyan. Phil Oz Tri-Team led by Joey Guerrero. Hello, Joey. Maraming salamat. Every show nanonood ka talaga, no? My goodness. We got Iron Bear, Jared Reyes, and immediately inaalas ka na agad niya yung isang guest natin asking if that person will sing. Iron Bear? Oo, pakakantahin ko yan. Mamaya abangan mo yan. Friendly D-Mac, magandang hapon sa iyo. Charles Mamintuan, wow, you're still here. Every show nanonood ka talaga. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Okay, so we have a very special show sa inyo because ito yung aming season ender. That's right, first season will end on the 6th show. Then marami pa kaming plano para sa inyo. But for this particular show, mga kapatid, for the past how many weeks, we've been trying to find some sense of balance sa ating buhay, hindi ba? Balance tayo sa buhay natin. Nature has stopped everything, no? Because of what's happening to us. It's a pause for everyone, it's a stop for everyone, and it's a good time for us to reflect. And I think all of us are trying to find that balance right now. Balance sa buhay, balance sa loved ones natin dito sa loob ng pamamahay, sa ating mga daily chores. We're looking for that balance before we either go back to the old normal or we have a new normal for all of us. Kung ano man ang gusto nung nasa itaas at kung kailan, wala tayong control dyan. But what we can control right now is that we are at home, we're doing our part, and we're trying to find that balance that He wants us to have. Okay, so steady lang kayo. We'll try to entertain all of you within the next 55 minutes para naman po pagdating ninyo ng Mayo, may bit-bit kayong magandang may good vibes kayong bit-bit. All right? So, quickly, we have some announcements before we go straight on to our show. Congratulations kay Effie Jean Dumlao and Archie Reyes. Archie, alam ko nakatune in ka na. TikTok for Red Cell, pambira, Archie. Mamaya, subukan natin yan. But Archie and Effie Jean Dumlao and Archie Reyes, you guys won 4 sachets of Vitargo and 5 bottles of My Daily Collagen. That's right. 5 po yan, 5. Tapos si Arvin Cebolino. Arvin Cebolino, thank you for, congratulations rather, for winning 4 sachets of Vitargo, 5 bottles of My Daily Collagen, and 2,000 pesos worth of Ineng's barbecue delivery. Michelle Santiago, Richard Santiago, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. All right. Ito pa. Oh, my wife is watching. Lala Reyes. Hello, Mama. Rujen, the rock star. Lista is watching. Not only that, we also have our 10, 20, 30. Again, donate as much as you want. Ito po yung, we'll show you later on na kung saan nyo pwedeng i-donate via GCash, via PayPal, BDO, checking account, pati sa BPI ng ating mga kaibigan from Ygnite Multisport. And all your donations, they'll buy items para po gumawa ng mga PPEs and everything that we could help our frontliners with. Final announcement, Cherry Auto Philippines, in cooperation with My Daily Collagen, would like to invite everyone to join the Labor Day Ride. May 1 po yan, itong Friday na, 2020, of course. And this is an indoor virtual cycling event, and it aims to raise 100,000 pesos for our frontliners. Mechanics, very simple. For every 1 kilometer of mileage that will be posted, Cherry Auto Philippines will allot 5 pesos, 5 piso, for the purchase of PPEs. Plus, all participants are also entitled to win exciting prizes from My Daily Collagen. Okay. Now, this is a virtual cycling event, so it is for free. Nakatulong ka na sa ating mga frontliners, nanalo ka pa. Now, be sure to make your post public with our official hashtags, #Cherry with a single R, Cherry Auto PH Ride on 2020. I repeat, Cherry Auto PH Ride on 2020, and #Cherry Auto PH and #My Daily Collagen. For more details, please check My Daily Collagen and Cherry Auto Philippines Facebook page. Here we go. Ito na ang ating show proper, mga kapatid. We will now be introducing our special guests for this afternoon. And maganda to. Unahin natin ang busy na taong ito. We had to make sure na wala siyang trabaho. He is an operations management professional, an indoor cycling instructor in Saddle Row. Okay. He got into endurance sports noong 2009 by joining fun runs. Yun muna, no? And then he got hooked and quickly went from 5Ks to ultra marathons. Yung longest completed distance niya was during the Bataan Death March 100-mile edition. 100 miles. Hindi kilometers. Miles po, mga kapatid. Right? And did his first triathlon in 2011. Yung first 70.3 niya was in 2012 in the inaugural Cebu Ironman 70.3. And he did several 70.3s after that. Okay? And he decided to do his first full Ironman in the inaugural Ironman Hamburg in 2017. Okay? Matangkad itong taong ito. Katulad ko rin, skinhead, pero maganda yung bigote tsaka balbas ito. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Mark Hernandez. Mark H. Mark Hearns. Where are you, Mark? Where are you? Looking for you, Mark. Hey, Mark. Kamusta ka?
Hi.
What's up? Kamusta?
Okay man. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Chiki. Looking good again. Thanks for the good intro. So happy to be here.
Thank you. And we'll try to pick your brains. Okay, we'll have a very nice free-flowing discussion here. So we got a rose and 2 thorns. Mark is 1 thorn. I'll introduce the other thorn later on, but I will introduce first the rose. Kailangan nasa gitna siya. She was born to a French master of yoga, and she is the granddaughter to the Philippine national artist for music. Pag-usapan natin mamaya yan. Okay, bibitaw dyan. Okay. She was already a performing artist at the ripe age of 10 years old. 10 taong gulang. Nasa entablado na ito. Susumari Joseph. Alright. Hindi lang to athlete. She directed, produced, performed in concerts throughout 6 continents for audiences of all demographics. And she has shared the stage with Grammy Award-winning artists such as simple lang, si Sting, si Chris Botti, and has been featured as a Disney movie vocalist. Walang-wala. Walang-wala! So, co-founder of the Pinoy It Forward Foundation, a sports and wellness ambassador competing in various races around the world like Spartan, Trifactor, and Ironman. And ladies and gentlemen, her mission across all her stages, whether performing on stage or sa race course, okay, is to empower her audience to overcome their fears and use it to propel them towards their pursuit of utmost potential and zest for life. Ladies and gentlemen, our second guest for our show this Wednesday, the lovely Elle Adda. Hello, Elle. How are you? Kamusta, Elle?
What up, guys? Oh,
Looking good there. Looking
Super
good. Kamusta?
happy to be here. Thank you. I don't think I've applied makeup in like what, 6 weeks? It's probably the first.
Don't worry, you still look
No,
good.
it's good to be here. Thanks so much. Thanks, guys. Super happy to be here.
With or without makeup, trust me, you look good. Tataas yung ratings ng show na ito. Because you're there and Mark is there. Pero yung next guest natin, pag inintroduce ko ito, yung rating ng show, lalampas sa bubong. Talaga. Oh, ibang klase ito. Our third guest for today, and I would say one of the favorites ng mga triathletes. In fact, Elmer Santiago is asking kumusta daw yung signal nito. Sana hindi bumitaw dahil nasa hallway lang to ng bahay niya. He is an IT and sales. No. Tama ba? IT and sales professional. I'll make sure of that. Started triathlon in 2004. He was a finisher of the Timex 226 in 2012. He is a multiple Ironman 70.3 finisher. He joined the 2011 Xterra World Championship. He was a finisher there. Twice participated in the 100-mile ultra trail run. Okay. And he qualified for the 2020 Ironman World Championship and the ultra trail, I hope I pronounced it correctly, du Mont Blanc 100-mile ultra run, a member of the Sante Barley obstacle course racing team, and check this out. 13, only 13 full Ironman finishes. Standing at 6'3", ladies and gentlemen, Retzel Urquiza!
Thank you for that wild intro. Good afternoon, everyone, to who's tuned in. Hope we can provide you with good entertainment today.
Thank you, Retzel. People are already asking kung nagpapalamig ka na daw ng yon. Alam na natin yon. Oo, nagpapalamig na po siya. Okay? Okay. Kamustahan muna tayo. Okay? Elle, where are you at right now? Saan ba ang bahay ngayon?
I am in the beautiful city of Makati.
Makati, okay. Kamusta? ECQ, we are what, on our 7th week? How's everything from Elle Adda's side? Go ahead.
Ayos lang naman. A little heartbroken that they shut the pool down, but you know we're coping as triathletes. You know, we're running up and down the stairs, running circles in our house, anything that it takes to keep in shape. As we said, you know, kahit na walang race na nakaschedule ngayon, so far it's not about the races or what we do to the finish line. It's a part of who we are. You know, we're in endurance because of what it brings out of us. So still enjoying that.
Galing. Mark, I know you're still in the BPO, no? Tama, BPO industry, no?
Yes.
So that's a very tiring job. Even in ECQ, that's one industry that the government didn't really close. Dahil kailangan natin yan eh. So how are you dealing with the situation, knowing for a fact that you still have to do your work inside the house and even, I believe, no, in and out of your house ka? Kumusta, pare?
Well, right now, we are one of the lucky ones kasi sa company where I work with, we were allowed to work from home.
Fantastic,
so,
okay.
Very, very fortunate. And yun lang, I think the challenge there is yung delineation of space kasi parang you're home, but you want to work, but you're home, and then you have to mix in all your schedule. But as Elle said, it's about making time also to do things outside of work, keeping fit pa rin, setting aside a schedule, regular schedule to for activities, diba? I mean, part na yun ng buhay natin for quite some time So parang that helps provide some sense of normalcy para sa akin din.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll pick your brains later on. We're going to the third guest. Rachel, sorry, sabi ni Kath, hindi ka daw nagsasmile. Can you smile? Can you show us one nice smile? Kasi natatago nung ECQ bigote mo
medyo,
Okay.
Medyo may tumubo for the past how many days.
Wag mo muna sagutin tong tanong ni Iron Bear. Paano ka daw tumatakbo habang natutulog? So don't answer that question first. But seriously, Rachel, natawa si Eldon. How are you? Kumusta ang buhay? Ikaw pa? You love to race, to run, to do all those obstacle course things in and outside your house. Paano ngayon? Kumusta ang Rachel Urquiza?
Well, try to keep myself busy and fit din. And indoor training, tapos mostly running around the parking lot. Medyo nakakasira ng ulo, pero as I mentioned, you have to at least keep fit even without races.
Saan ka tumatakbo sa apartment?
So, okay pa naman.
Oo nga, saan ka tumatakbo?
So it's around, so right now, merong 130-meter parking lot loop.
That's what I
Ilan? Ilang meters? Ilan?
130 meters. And last week, I did my 30K run.
You did 30K?
You did a 30K run with a 130-meter loop.
Mm.
So that's 300, around 300 loops?
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't count anymore. I was, hindi ko na binilang dahil I already lost count. Sabi ko, I trust my watch can count for me.
So we can now officially call you a hamster, no? Because you kept on running in circles. Okay, I like those stories, guys. I like that energy. Keep it there. Since we're at that, so ilang kilometers yun in Rachel ulit yung tinakbo mo? Inside your garage?
House one.
Yung huling run mo?
So yung recent one was 30 kilometers.
30 at a 130 meter
meter
area. So that's how you're keeping fit amidst the quarantine. Ikaw, Mark, what are you doing to maintain your fitness level at an optimal level or a good level?
Well, so far, one good thing na nangyari with the quarantine is nawalan na ako ng excuse to do 2 workouts a day kasi usually yung excuse ko doon is I'm stuck in traffic for the most part. So I freed up 4 hours of my day, 3 to 4 hours of my day. So right now I schedule morning. I usually bike indoors, and then I also do some body weight workout as well during the afternoon. So that's my regular schedule. Tapos pagkatapos ng workout, diretsong luto na rin. So nasasama na rin yon.
I love that. Before I go to Elle, sorry Rachel, sabi dito, hindi ko lang babanggitin, no? Pero itago natin siya sa pangalang E. Santiago or Elmer S. Kaya ka daw siguro nagkakaganyan dahil nami-miss mo na yung iyong loved one. Okay, Elle, going to you. How do you squeeze in all those things that you do every day? We see you on social media. You do your yoga. You have those nice inspirational talks on social media. What else do you do while stuck inside the house?
Well, luckily I don't get bored. I think it's my ADHD. I'm exactly like Rujen, where we get so excited about so many things. Obviously, there's the music and sports, but my main passion is really is encouragement and in motivating people. So it's especially during this time. It's just we have an opportunity actually amidst all the chaos. I know we're all suffering. You know, I came from a place of abundance coming into this place with all this work, and now all of a sudden it's all gone. But there's an opportunity, especially for us in endurance sports. Every obstacle is an opportunity for us to really to use it to our strength. So I think that's the journey. I'm still learning. Siyempre, minsan nakakainis, but that's life. We're human. But yeah, doing the same thing as Retzel. There's a parking lot downstairs. We have the staircase that I go up and down and up and down. That's doing a lot of my PT for me. Indoor bike, of course, savior. Kaso, yung sa akin walang it's the old school trainers. Jeremy from Stark Bike sent it to me. Literally like 5 minutes before the lockdown happened. Thank God. So I can't do the group workouts with everyone, but I'm able to, like you said, the hamster wheel.
So the Godfather gave you some trainers, no, tama ba? Before the
Oh,
lockdown?
Jeremy lent me his one of his old school trainers. So honestly, thank you, Jeremy.
Mr. Godfather Jeremy Go, if you're watching from Go for Gold, mahusay talaga yan, always helping athletes. Okay, Vanj Daya is watching. Hello, Vanj. Coach Vanessa Agdon, Paul Andrada. Wow, alam mo, kayong tatlo, you probably have the most fans, no? Ang daming nanonood ngayon, ha? Okay, I want to dissect yung pagiging athlete ninyo. How did it all start? What made you decide to put effort and attention to sports? Parang philosophical question. Just kidding. Any influences or life-changing events that led you to become an athlete? We'll start with Mr. Hearns. Mark Hearns. Paano ba nag-start lahat ito?
Yeah, medyo life-changing. Before I got into endurance sports, and yung friends ko from back then, so in the BPO industry kasi, so one of the things that I was notorious for were my vices. So I mean, I smoked every day, araw-araw, whatever time of the day, kasi you'd get off at what? 11 a.m. Tapos ka ng trabaho, inom ka na from 11 a.m. hanggang 6 p.m., sleep, and then go back to work. Diba? So yun yung naging buhay namin. The life-changing event there was this one day na nagising ako, and it felt like I couldn't breathe. So parang may nakadagan sa dibdib ko.
Oh.
So parang that scared me. And it's like, okay, I think I need to change my lifestyle. I think I need to start adjusting things that I do. So that led me to think, okay, mag-workout ng konti. Initially, I tried boxing, but I found out that my reflexes were too slow. Mas magaling ako tumakbo. So I ended up doing fun runs instead. So yun yung naging journey ko into how I got into endurance sports.
I like how you put that into context, partner, dahil we have a lot of friends from the BPO industry. And it's really tempting, di ba? Yung ganung lifestyle because pagod ka na, talaga una mong gagawin, inom ka eh. Pero sabi nga ni Redsel, nakita ko sa mukha ni Redsel, anong problema dun sa drinking from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.? And normal daw kay Redsel yan. Biro lang Reds, biro lang. A lot of friends are watching. But thanks for sharing that, Mark. I'll dive into that later on. I want to go to Elle. Elle, your dad is a yogi, di ba? And he introduced you to this one. Tapos, yung buong pamilya mo very into the performing arts, apart from being athletes. But ikaw, as Elle Adda, apart from having that stage where you perform as a singer, as an actress, how did the stage of sports open up to you?
Of course. So obviously, I grew up as the child of a yoga master, but I really got into wellness when my father was diagnosed with cancer. So he chose to go the route apart from cut, burn, and poison. So he said, no chemo, no radiation. He wanted to do things the natural way through physical practice, holistic nutrition. We thought he was crazy. So he lives in Hawaii where Ironman World Championships is. So I moved there for a little while to go through the practice with him. And oh my gosh, people don't understand how good the body is designed to feel when you give it the tools that it needs. So I got into wellness as a result. When I got into triathlon was actually just last year. I was hosting one of the triathlon events, and I said, nafa-FOMO ako kasi I'm a runner anyway. So I wanted to join, and my goodness, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do was that small little triathlon. And I already come from a family, in genetics, anxiety, a fairly common thing. And I knew because it was the hardest thing that I had to do, there was so much mental warfare during that race. I knew that if I can overcome this, if I can condition my body and my mind to silence this chatter, this noise, there is absolutely nothing in life that can be thrown my way that I cannot overcome. And the case. You know, by building resilience and endurance in this sport, it's completely overflowed and funneled into the rest of my life, my relationships, and it's really saved my life.
Fantastic. Wow. So it started there, di ba? And you
Yeah.
mentioned to me that off the air, it helped your dad with that.
He's cured. It's gone.
There you go. So
Yeah,
I'll
cancer
ask
gone.
I'll ask more yoga questions later on. I'm sure
Okay.
a lot of our other athletes watching us baka nagsasawa na no? Sa si Mark nga sabi indoor cycling, yung iba running in place. You might be able to give some tips or invite them to your online shows, ha? Okay.
Yeah.
Red Cell, ikaw ang parang lumalabas kasi itong dalawa dito magagaling din eh. Pero ikaw yung parang Rugen lista natin yun. Ikaw yung parang rockstar ngayon. Paano
Hindi ka daldal.
paano nag-umpisa ang sporting career mo, Reds? 6'3". People would think you'll be in basketball and be a shooting forward or a small forward with that height of yours. But you chose triathlon and then you went to obstacle course. Paano nangyari lahat yan, Reds?
Yeah, bali, tama yung na-mention mo, Chicks. I started with basketball back then.
Oh, okay.
Of course, in the Philippines, parang sobrang lakas ng basketball noon. I never even thought of parang riding a bike, swimming, or even running. Then in college, parang I got bored, thought of something na pwedeng gawin. So, mountaineering, then eventually, pwede siguro akong mag-sport aside from basketball. So I went adventure racing. So it's parang off-road equivalent of triathlon with so many disciplines in between them. Then eventually, when I started working, of course, caught up Ironman Kona in ESPN. Parang it piqued my parang curiosity. Okay ito, mukhang masaya, parang madaling gawin. Then eventually I started training for Subit back in 2004 without even knowing how to swim.
Wow. Zero base.
Yes, zero base. I just did some fun runs. I don't have a road bike. Tapos yun, parang nung nag-register ako, kailangan ko na matuto mag-swimming 2 months before the race.
Wow.
So eventually, I parang sought advice from different people, like yan, sila Coach Jomac taught me how to do my training program. Also allowed me, parang he also lent me a bike of someone who is as tall as me.
Oh, mahirap maghanap ng bike, di ba? Ng ganyang height. It's difficult to find a bike with your height.
Oh, especially back then, back in 2004, wala pa masyado mga bike shop. So I really had to look for someone who I can borrow a bike with. Pero yung unang ginamit kong bike ng sa Subit was a mountain bike. So from there, syempre ipon ng konti, build my own road bike. Eventually, at least I got a size after 2 years of looking for one. Eventually, yun, tuloy-tuloy na from there. From 2004, I joined my first Ironman back in 2008. Took a break. Sabi ko, ang hirap pala nito. It parang takes too much commitment of training for an Ironman na parang nawawala na yung ibang time mo sa ibang bagay. Then eventually, I learned how to train smarter.
Okay. Pero commitment, sabi ng mga ibang friends natin dito, diyan ka daw magaling sa commitment. Talagang pag pinasok mo daw yung say hello. Ito nga pala yung anak ko, mag-wave lang. Say hello. Okay. Thank you, anak. Commitment, yan ang magaling daw si Redsel. Taas ang kamay. Wait, anong size ang bike mo, Redsel? Curious lang.
I'm using a size 58.
58. Ikaw, Mark. Matangkad din si Mark eh.
52, I think, if I'm not
52.
mistaken. Yeah.
Ikaw, Elle, what size of bike do you
Mark, how tall are you?
5'9".
Ah, okay. I thought you were much taller. No, 50.
50, ikaw. Oh, 52
Yeah.
ka lang, ano? Mark, yung sa'yo?
Yeah, yung sizing kasi is of the bike that I use right now is big. So, kinailangan kumuha ng a size smaller. So, yung gamit ko ngayon, surprisingly small. Yun ang na-recommend and it works.
Oh, nagulat ako dahil ako at 5'9", may yung sa akin is 54 eh. Parang so kaya nga nandiyan inaalikabok na. I am not able to use it. But okay, jumping forward, taas ang kamay. Raise your hands if you are from birth or nung bata pa lang a natural born athlete, an NBA. Taas ang kamay. Who are not naturally athletic sa inyo? Wala. Nobody.
I mean,
Okay.
yoga, but that's not
Okay, the reason why I asked that, because I want to throw this question up in the air. Should other people watching us right now, okay, should they be intimidated with joining any sport, even if they're not natural-born athletes? Let's start with our lovely Elle Adda here. Elle, what do you think?
Not at all. Oh my goodness. It's an exciting thing to do. It's at any age. Well, obviously triathlon is great because the older you get, the better you get. But I mean, I didn't consider myself an athlete until last year. And it really is, being an athlete isn't about the amount of mileage that you have under your belt. It's not about the amount of races that you do or whether you get paid to do what you do. It's really the heart. You know, if you put the work in, if you have the discipline and you have the goals and you are dedicating your time to progressively reaching those goals, guess what? You're an athlete.
Okay. Ikaw, Mark, anong thoughts mo doon? Dapat ba ma-intimidate? Hindi naman natural born athlete?
Not necessarily. Kasi I think as long as you enjoy it, for me, that was one thing I learned early on sa mga coaches ko. If you're not having fun, then
Wag
don't.
na.
Diba? Wag na. So, like for me, I bounced around from sport to sport. I tried wall climbing. I tried capoeira. I mentioned earlier, I tried boxing. I didn't do too well, and I did not enjoy. I think that was more of it. I didn't enjoy it really, but I gave it a shot. Then when I got into endurance sports, yeah, it's like, okay, mukhang gusto ko to, something that I want to put my time in and really dedicate a lot of time to getting better as well and learning more about it. Then that's when I start pursuing it. So I think that's really it. Do what you enjoy.
Ikaw, Reds, iba tatanong ko sa'yo. You've done 13 full Ironman races already. Yung iba sa nanonood sa atin, they're just entering into sprints. Yung iba probably would be exploring their first Olympic distance this year. Kaso may mga nangyari. Yung iba still contemplating, will I stick with the 70.3? Will I go full? Ikaw, 13. Balik tanaw tayo. Let's go back let's go back to your first full Ironman race. No? Ano yung feeling when you cross that finish line for your first full IM? Walk us through it.
I try to hold back tears.
Talaga? Nakakaiyak talaga?
Oh, actually, iba yung feeling. Parang iniisip mo siya lagi while training na matatapos mo to or mahirap. Of course, it's more of the training itself. If you put the work into it, parang alam mo na sa sarili mo na hindi kaya matapos to because you did all the hard work. Actually, nung first Ironman finish ko noong 2008, when I got off the bike, I already knew that I can finish this.
Okay.
Parang yun kasi yung pinakamahirap for me. After 6 or so hours of you and your bike, masakit lahat eh. Your back, your shoulders, your legs. Actually, doon pala medyo teary-eyed na ako. Sabi ko, shit, matatapos ko to.
Okay lang. Natural yan, natural. Oh.
We all say that. We say worse things pag when we're on the...
Tuloy. Okay yan. That's natural Retzel there. Oh.
So basically, after noon, pag punta na T2, I changed into my running gear. First, it didn't go as planned. Run, walk, eat. Then, of course, you don't feel well in between the 42K na marathon. But sabi ko, hindi, kaya mong tapusin to. Still have lots more time. And there's still a lot more people on the course also suffering with you.
Yun yung maganda doon. Ano?
Yun yung nakapagpamotivate. Tsaka parang in terms of, syempre, pagod ka na, sometimes iisipin mo na, parang ayoko na, kukwit na ako. But at the end of the day, parang isipin mo, ang laki ng sinacrifice mo during training that you'll just throw it away. kung kaya mo naman on the bike, you can spin it, or on the run, you can walk, okay pa. You can still, if you have lots of time, you just do what you can to reach that finish line.
Kita niyo yan, straight from Retzel, mga nanonood sa atin, if you're thinking of doing that, you can, no? You can. You just have to really decide on it and enjoy that finish line. Pero yun nga lang, si Retzel, hindi umiyak eh. If you feel like crying, let it all out. Let it all out. Mark Hearns, sorry may nagsasabi dito, hello daw Mark Adrian Hernandez. Hello from Bubbles Paraiso. A celebrity is watching us. Fantastic. Thanks, Bubbles. I'll jump to yoga. Elle.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not really a typed in question, but more of my question, because I'm interested to find out. I am not flexible. Okay? I am 40 plus years of age. Can I still do yoga? Can people in my age group or even older who are not flexible, can't reach my toes, pwede pa?
Do you know why you can? Because yoga is a practice.
Practice, okay.
It is simply a practice. It means it is the union of body, mind, and soul. It is a physical practice, an emotional practice, a mental practice. And it literally simply means that you get on your mat, you don't compare yourself with the people next to you. It's literally just between you and your mat at your own pace. And it's not about touching your toes. It's about what you learn on the way down there. And it's just consistent practice. Honestly, I've worked with so many athletes who have started, and athletes especially, oh my goodness, you would think that we're so good at being well-rounded and versatile and flexible with our range of motion. The more strength you have, the more wound up you have. And I've seen so many athletes just on the verge of becoming injured because there's all that tension that needs to be released. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't mean that you have to be a slave to the yoga studio. It just means showing up, literally just showing up on your mat, spending even 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it. It's a practice. It's just something that you give to yourself. It's a gift that you give to yourself. And when you're able to silence the noise in the body, you can silence the noise in the mind. And then you get to the real work, which is self-discovery. And self-discovery is the DNA of life discovery.
Sarap makinig kay Elle, no? Buong araw, pwedeng pakinggan to. Viewers, make sure that you have your pen and paper ready later on, because Elle will tell us how to watch her online yoga sessions or training sessions. Mamaya share mo yan, Elle. Mark, I'll jump into you. Saying hello to Coach J.M. Pilares. By the way, J.M. Pilares, one of the best coaches in Philippine basketball, watching us right now. We have a ton of people here. John Wilson, Joseph Wilson, by the way, watching us also. Mark, una mo Hamburg, di ba?
Yes, sir.
First, masarap kumarera sa sariling bansa. Alam natin yan in the Philippines. The fans are fantastic. Start to finish, when you hear our voices, my voice, alam mo, malapit ka na sa finish line. When you hear my crazy music playing in the background. Pero sa Hamburg, kumusta ang unang karera mo doon? How special was that? Also, same question with Retzel. Pagtawid mo ng finish line, tapos, alam mo, i-announce yan di ba? Mark Hernandez from the Philippines. Anong pakiramdam nun, Padre? Doing that in a different country?
Same thing, actually, kasi it's as sinabi niyo, it's a culmination of all the hours na you put in to those. Di ba? How many long rides na 6-7 hour rides did you put in? How many long runs na 3 or more hours? How many swim sessions na 2-3 hours ang nilagay mo? And kumbaga parang graduation na yon of all of those time na linagay nyo into training. So the feeling, I mean, yun nga, it's still different kasi like pag dito sa Pinas, you know us kaya alam mo kami chiki, tapos you call us and ang sarap ng feeling ng familiarity, di ba? Parang may kaibigan ka sa finish line na babati sa'yo at magko-congratulate sa'yo. This one was also special kasi it was my wife that was at the finish line, and
wow.
She was there to say to congratulate me at sinalubong ako, and I was really wasted kasi it was my first day, di ba? So among the crowd na wala akong kilala, I was the funny thing is I was the only Pinoy in that race. In that crowd na wala akong kilala, the only person that I knew and it really made the race really special was my wife. So seeing that one person sa finish line really made it special. And syempre, all the emotions came out as well.
Nanonood
Shout
ba
out.
wife mo ngayon?
Shout out
Yes.
naman, sabihan mo na si wife. Ano bang pangalan? Para may konting
Be- Hi, Bea.
Hi lang, Mark. Pambira naman si Mark.
Dapat may hayu doon.
Sige nga, Mark. Mark, may gagawin ako. Alam mo na kung saan ako papunta dito. Sige, Mark, magbigay ka nga ng sweet message mo kay wife. Sige lang.
Well, thank you for yung wife ko. So, I always thank her for being with me in all my races. Nakita niya ako at my worst. So I mentioned yung 100 miles ko. Alam mo, she was there. She was part of my support crew. So yung buong time na yon, andun siya, pati siya puyat. So I really, really appreciate what she did for me. And I would not have done any of my accomplishments without her.
Kunyari kaharap ko siya ngayon, ano sasabihin mo? One line sa kanya kay Bea. Sige nga.
Hi Bea, I love you, and magluluto ako after this.
Yeah! Elle, sorry, this is not part of our flow, but anyone special in your life?
Yes, I do have someone special in my life.
Okay, can you say that one-liner that what Mark mentioned? Because I'm going to the next guy after you. Go ahead.
Of course. The special person in my life, his name is Duad. He is my teacher, my best friend. I have never grown so much with a person, not only because I feel completely understood. I know that I have a rock, and I know I have someone to lean on when I cannot stand on the legs that I have myself. He is the legs that I stand on. And I know that I'll always be okay, even in the race, even in all that. You know, that's the great thing about community and support. When you're so tired, they give you the strength, and you don't have to rely on yourself. So thank you.
Thank you, Elle. And before I jump to the next guy, Coach Norman Pascual, all the way from Bangkok. Hello. Sabi niya, hello, Redsel. At sabi ni Coach Norman, we didn't know this. Sorry. Mark, very humble itong si Mark Hearns talaga. Everyone, in his inaugural Ironman race in Hamburg, Mark Hearns was the fastest Pinoy in that race. In case you want to know. Fastest Pinoy, Mark Hearns. Ikaw, Redsel. Sinong gusto mong sabihan ng sweet nothing? Sige na, iniintay ng mga tropa natin yan. Go ahead, Reds.
Sige, batiin ko lang. Basta, I just would like to thank you for bearing with me during races and post-races. So, yun lang. It's more of masarap din yung feeling that she's watching.
Yung gusto mo sabihin na parang sinabi ni Mark. Ano ka ba?
Love you.
Wag mong ibulong. Binubulong mo naman, partner. Isigaw mo na konti.
Love you, babe.
Yeah! All right. Now, look at that. Ang daming biglang nag-comment dito sa Facebook natin. JB Serrano from Vitargo watching us right now. You guys are awesome. I love this show. Okay, Redsel, quickly before I go back to Elle and Mark. Pambira, no? You're 6'3", yung physique mo. Did you ever have a problem with your height? Kasi para kasi siyang beten na matatangkad, di ba? Na tall and lean and fast. Did your height and your frame ever become a problem with regard to your racing performance or sa mga obstacle course races that you've joined? Naging problema ba yun?
Siguro it's not more of a problem. Probably yung sa akin lang is I don't maximize it. Parang usually sa triathlon, for people who don't know me, yung mga tipong titingin sa akin, pro yata ito Yung mga tipong gano'n. Of course, the physique is there, but it's not, the performance is not there yet. But in terms of you mentioned yung for OCR naman, meron difficulties in certain rigs, especially yung mga rings and mostly mga grip intensive na obstacles. Sumasayad yung pa ako
Yun yung mahirap when it's dangling yung feet and then you get disqualified, di ba? Or may penalty yun, di ba?
Yes. Yeah, you do penalties depending on which race you participate in. Of course, I try to work out the proper technique on how to do it. Of course, hit or miss some races, but yeah, still learning.
Sabi ni Mike Hernando, aerodynamic daw yung pagiging 6'3" mo. So, Sabi ni Mike. Thanks, Mike. Shout out to Raven Kwan and the rest of the obstacle course racing team sa Pilipinas, no? Yung mga OCR athletes natin. Thanks for watching. Okay, for everyone, but I'll go with Elle first. Then I go to Mark and then Redsel. Have you guys found the formula for success? As athletes, as a yogi, as a yoga instructor, from setting new PRs, making or having podium finishes, have you found a formula for success? Any tips that you can give our viewers? Back to back with that question. How do you deal with failure? Obviously, my failure. How do you deal with failure? Lovely Elle, can you please start?
Absolutely. I think everyone's formula for success is different for the person. That's why we learn so much in a community together. For me, there's two things, and that's really one, the easiest part, which is community. I would not be the athlete I am today, nor the athlete that I want to be without the people around me to support me. And I know our whole, I know Mark Hearn, people from Clean Athletes, Kuya Kim Atienza, it's our community. They're responsible for every one of the miles that I'm able to complete. The other thing is the harder part, which is embracing the suck and knowing that, but it's the best, it's the most beautiful part of the sport as well. It's because it really disarms fear. And it doesn't just disarm fear. You actually take fear's power from it and you empower yourself with it instead. And that's what's so powerful. It's difficult, but once you do it, you're able to use it as fuel. Tapos, failure. Obviously, I'm a human being. It sucks. It sucks because everyone wants to know that, our purpose is tied with slowly progressing and doing better. And it makes us feel good. So, syempre, when we fail, masakit. Super. It's like you feel like a failure. And it's very, very hard as human beings to not identify ourselves with the feelings that we feel. But if we can reframe the way we see failure, reframe the way we see obstacles, I mean, everything that we fail at is actually an opportunity to learn. If I didn't fail, if I didn't have my knee injuries, if I didn't have any of that, I wouldn't know to look for help. I wouldn't know to look deeper. I wouldn't know to dig deeper. So the failure is necessary, unfortunately.
I know it sucks though, right?
Yeah, but that's something we talk about with each other.
You have to go through that
end.
phase.
Yeah.
Yes. Mark Hearns, ikaw, partner, may formula ka ba for success? Tsaka yung failure, if it comes, no? And how do you deal with it?
So for me, three things. Number one, it's learning. So as Elle mentioned, it's a community. The great thing sa community natin with triathletes, everyone is willing to help out. Walang nagdadamot ng secrets. Mag-share sila anong ginagawa nila, anong tips nila, how they got faster. Lahat yan nag-share. Saan ka nakabili ng bike, saan ka naka-upgrade. Lahat yan. Everybody's willing to So being open to learning really helps. Next is consistency. I think being able to be consistent with what you do really helps. Yes, may program na ginagawa, but as long as you keep doing it and you're consistent with it, makakakita ka ng improvements. And last but not the least, as I mentioned earlier, have fun. At the end of the day, for the most part, hobby naman to eh. Hindi naman ito bumubuhay sa atin necessarily. We're not pros. At least I'm not. So parang I have other things. This is my hobby. I'm here to have fun. In terms of failure, so my most memorable failure actually. So I mentioned, diba, yung ultramarathon ko, the longest I did was yung Bataan Death March, 100-miler. I did it in 2 attempts. I failed the first one.
Wow. Okay.
That was in 2011. And if you see as well, yung first triathlon ko was in 2011. So it's like, okay, wag muna to, pahinga muna ako dito. I shifted my focus to other things. So then I got into triathlon. After that, medyo refreshed na. Then I did it in my second attempt. Saka ko natapos. So for me, failure is being able to shift first. Maybe it's not yet the time for it. And then once you're okay, you've stepped back a bit and reflected, then get back at it. So that's for me. Because I'm very persistent with things. I don't want to leave things hanging. So after a failure, back off a bit, then saka balikan.
Wow. Okay. Ikaw, Redsel, did you ever encounter failure, and paano ka nag-bounce back? Parang yung sa naging storya ni Mark. How did you do it? If ever there was a failure in your career.
Yeah, there is. course, in terms of failure, it's not only just a DNF. Probably you don't meet the expectations that you wanted to in a race. Parang ganun. But similar to, siguro i-share ko lang yung similar to Mark. One of my parang failures was not finishing my first 100-miler attempt. Of course, when I was already evaluating the race and the people who did it, parang iniisip ko, kaya ko ba siyang tapusin? But of course, you prepare for it, but there's only one way to find out if kaya mo or hindi. So I did try to register for it. I competed. I got cut off sa finish line. Then I already parang learned through what mistakes I did and eventually apply those learnings to the next attempt para matapos ko na siya. And it did work.
Wow, okay. Elle, okay, so we've heard the two gentlemen, no, in that yung mga 100-miler runs nila. Ako naman, going back to yoga. Okay, so kasi mo kahit di ka flexible, okay yan, state of mind yan, di ba? You'll eventually get there. No, it's not really just about touching your toes or the hardest part to touch, but really getting there or the journey going there. Before you do yoga, any specific preps that people should do to get optimal results? Meron ba? Like, tulog muna, yung tamang tulog, kain. Meron bang ganyan before you do yoga?
Well, I personally, with any physical activity, you shouldn't really be eating or your body should not be busy digesting. It should be busy trying to optimize the physicality or the work. For me, in preparation for yoga, it's always getting back to the breath. The breath is your guide. The breath is your tool. A lot of the times when people try to do yoga, it's because they want to try and mimic a certain position. And they want to make the position look like the way that the instruction or the instructor is doing it. And that completely displaces the purpose. So it's really getting in touch with your breath, because the breath is what ties everything together. Yoga means union, as we said before. And what we do with the breath is that it's actually the guide. It's what tells you to progress. Only if you're able to breathe deeply and fully and consistently can you progress. It's what allows you. On your inhale, you expand and create space where you feel tension. On the exhale, then you progress even just a few millimeters into the space that you created. If you're doing movement out of sync with the breath, it's a sign that you have to actually step back. If you're doing movement and your breath is shallow and inconsistent, again, it's a sign to step back. You're getting ahead of yourself. So the first thing I always start with in the practice is getting in touch with the breath, because the breath is going to be the guide, as well as the breath is what calms the mind. The breath is what stills the mind. So many times when we're so busy with the chatter in our head, and especially sa morning, sa umaga, we're so used to our bodies and our mind being atrophied when we wake up. So there's this huge surge of adrenaline. Our sympathetic nervous system goes skyrocket, and all of a sudden, biglang super anxious tayo, tsaka stressful. The breath, actually, by focusing on the breath, you allow your body to produce a certain set of hormones which stills the mind, and then you're able to tap into a different frequency of higher thinking, of higher cognitive function. Then you can navigate and assess your thoughts. You're able to move better. So the breath is actually a way of bringing you back into a state of understanding.
Hanep, I like that. Huh? Pen and paper, abangan nyo. Elle will tell us where to learn more about yoga. Monching Romano is watching. Thanks, Monch. Okay, we're nearing the end of our show. We're about 10 minutes away from the end. Okay, and I'd like to ask more questions sa inyo. Quickly. Short answers. Will you stop competing, or will you never stop competing? Mark, yes, no?
No.
No, Elle.
Hell no.
Hell no. Ikaw, Reds, will you stop?
Definitely not.
Hindi kayo hinto? Okay, all right. So expect these guys to join probably in the 80 and above category of the races in the future. Last segment, we call this the hot seat portion. All right. Quickly, in rapid succession, the funniest thing that happened to you in a race. Elle, we'll start with you. Shortest possible answer. Funniest thing. Go.
Okay, so this is when I had to qualify for World Championships 70.3 Taupo in Langkawi. It was super hot. I had super cramps and GI, and I literally, I went to the bathroom. I timed my poop. I time it so that it doesn't take away. But there was such bad GI. I literally had to shit myself and clean myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't get my slot. This happened about 9 times. I got my slot for World Championships, but I literally shot my way there.
All right, I love that. Very true to the sport and staying true to your goal. Retzel, funniest thing that ever happened to you?
Probably yung during one of the parang aquathon races. I was teammates with TJ Isla. On the last run, parang we were gunning for second place. Bumigay yung swelas ng sapatos ko.
Oh,
so
okay.
I ran soleless with both shoes for 2 kilometers.
Talaga?
Butas yung sapatos, butas yung medyas.
Pero good finish pa rin.
Yeah, we got third.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. Fantastic. Mark Hearns, funniest thing?
This one race, so yung challenge dito sa Philippines, one of their sponsors was a pizza brand. Ang naalala ko nun si Retzel. Kasi nag-stop ako dun sa aid station. Tapos ako, kumakain ako ng pizza, uminom ako ng Coke. Tapos ito si Retzel, intense na dumadaan sa si Retzel. Picnic ka? Sabi ko, oo nga eh. So, I was there just enjoying myself. Tapos sabi ko, shit, kailangan ko na tumakbo.
Nag-picnic sa aid station. But you have to do that na pag mga long races. Ganun talaga.
Yes, you do.
May mga stunt akong pagagawa sa inyo. Quickly lang. Elle, is it possible if you could show us one quick yoga pose na pwede mong ipakita sa fans? Pwede ba yan?
Sure. Sige.
Do you have the space there?
Yeah.
Isang magandang yoga pose.
I have a progression actually, something that's probably one of the most important things for triathletes is to create open hips. And it's probably the tightest thing. I'm not sure if you can see me. Easiest way to do this is when you're lying on your back and you're able to, nakikita niyo ako?
Yes.
Yeah. Para mas maya. So when you're lying on your back, you're able to place, and this is applied physiology, which is going to open up not only the main primary muscles, but also your secondary muscles and the supporting ligaments around it. So you're going to place both feet on the floor, place the ankle just above the knee, flex it to support the cage or the VMO, and then pull off to the side. This is going to open right here, the ligaments around your tensor fascia lata, which is the first thing you need to do in order to get to the glutes. After that, then we work on the glutes. Again, flex the foot in order to protect the cage or the VMO around the knee. Place the interlaced fingers underneath the knee and pull towards your chest. Then after that, you can move into your spinal decompression or your twist. And that's going to create space, which is going to alleviate a lot of the pain that a lot of people experience in their knees, their ankles, their dorsiflexion, and further up. So the hips are a big source. As long as we keep them open and nice and strong and supported, it should solve not all, but quite a bit of your problems.
Now I am interested to find out more about yoga, so I will get those.
Yeah, that's how I got over my. I literally I couldn't run for more than 2 kilometers. 2 weeks before my Subic race, you were there with me, Chiki. I couldn't run for more than 2 kilometers without any pain. I worked with Doc Ben. We literally did a couple of strengthening and stretching, and
babalik yan. We'll have Elle again, siguro. There you go.
I'm here. Yeah.
So, few shout outs. Ferds Capco watching us also. Thanks, Ferds. Huge. Salaw, thanks for watching. Okay, we're near the end of the show. Mamaya ko na yung challenge sa dalawang gentleman, okay? Quick answers, nakakatuwa lang. Carlo Castro, One Red Line, thanks for watching, Carlo. And team Last Minute Try, at saka Sur Psych, mga taga Surigao. Okay, mga taga Surigao, sila Shivas. Dean, thanks for always watching. Team TLC, thanks for watching. Okay, who would you consider as your number 1 competitor in your age group? Katuwaan lang. Meron ba? Mark, meron ba? Sino sa'yo?
Andiyan si Retzel siya yung hinahabol ko palagi
Retzel, ikaw Retzel, sino top competitor mo?
Aside from Mark, si Cap Elmer.
Top Elmer Santiago, of course.
Santiago, of course.
The power couple, Elmer and Ines Santiago. Thanks for watching. El, meron ka na bang nakitang tough competitor in your age group in triathlon?
Sa akin, yeah. For 2 races straight, she's from Denmark, but she lives in Vietnam. Pero siya palagi, siguro mga less than 50 meters, palagi nasa harapan.
Okay. So you got a target na? Meron ka target next time.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's awesome though.
Guilty pleasures after a race. Mark, what do you take after a race? Yung pwede ko na tong inumin, kainin. What do you have?
I have a beer and chips.
Beer and chips. How about you, Elle?
Cereal and a bottle of wine. Yes, not a glass, a bottle.
Cereal and a bottle of wine.
Cereal is life. It's a lifestyle.
Retzel!
Of course, beer, but I'm not guilty about it.
What? Anong strength ng beer mo, Retzel, if we may ask?
It depends. Of course, Red Horse. Para tayo may sipa.
Okay. Hindi ko na kayo tatanungin about this love angle because you guys are all taken, okay? But siguro, earlier, you saw this nice video before we started the show. For those of you who missed it, we'll play it again. It's a good source of inspiration. It's Elle doing a nice MTV of a song that she wrote for all triathletes, and she did it when she raced in Tri-Factor. And Elle, it's fantastic you doing that as a source of inspiration for athletes. We'll play that later on, okay? Pero gusto ko lang makarinig. Mark, pwede ba sample? 2-liner ng kanta. Mark, pwede ba? I want to hear your singing voice. Pwede?
I don't have a singing voice, unfortunately.
One line lang, one line.
Everyone has a singing voice.
Oh, one line. Sige na, one line.
Pass muna. I can't.
Pass. Let's say ikaw sumalo kay Mark. One line.
Ako, delikado to. Hindi pa ako nakakainom ng gamot ko eh.
Sige lang. One line.
Lift your head. Oh, may bayad niya kasunod. Tama na yun. Pwede na yan, Mark.
Let's kumanta, narinig niyo yan. Pero the next line, may bayad na. Okay, Elle, we'll play that video, but we'd love to hear your singing voice, please. I know you have a fantastic singing voice. You're a singer, a performer, an athlete. Please, kahit a few lines before we play that nice video.
Sure. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, la juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi la vie.
Wow! Nakakatanggal ng ng stress yun, pag nababaliw ka na sa loob ng bahay. Earl the Pearl Guzman is watching. Ann Cortez is watching. Iron Bear still with us. Guys, it's 5:04. I hate to do this. We're going to end the show soon. I know Mark is going to work very soon. That's why we're going to be strict with our ending. Final words. Okay, magpapaalam na tayo. Final words. People are watching us. Ang title ng show natin, Balance. And I hope we were able to give them some semblance of a balance. You know, yung iba dyan, nagtrabaho, naglaba, naglinis ng bahay, and then watching us. Ito na yung balance nila before the day ends. Unahin ko na si Mark, final words. Anong mensahe mo? People like us, stuck inside our respective homes, enduring this together as one team. Your message, please.
Stay safe, stay sane, and stay fit, everyone.
I love that. How about you, Rets?
Well, stay safe at home. Of course, make most of the time making more connections with family, and of course, also staying fit.
All right. Lowell Resio, sabi wag daw muna tayo magpaalam. Lowell, panoodin mo na lang yung replay nito. Ikaw kasi ngayon ka lang nag-tune in, pambira to si Lowell. Elle, how about you?
We have a very, very rare opportunity, guys. I mean, we're all struggling, but this is the time where we actually have the time to spend on something we very rarely spend on. We spend so much time on our work, in our careers. When do we spend time for ourselves? This is the best time for self-discovery. Get to know yourself. Spend some time with yourself. Be kind. Be compassionate with yourself. And the more you get to know yourself, the more you're able to realize how beautiful life can actually be. And the more you get to love yourself, the better you're able to love the people around you.
Sarap naman pakinggan nun. As promised, before we part go our separate ways, no. I'd allow you guys to thank the sponsors that are helping you. We'll start with Retzel. Retzel, ikaw, sino magustong pasalamatan?
I'd like to thank Vitargo, of course, for yung training, nutrition, also post-race. And of course, I'd like to give a shout out to my Globe Tri boys,
Okay.
Crew and LF crew.
Okay. How about you, Elle?
Obviously, Clean Athlete, the Lista brothers, the Lista family. Thank you so much for you literally are my family. You're the grassroots of why I'm here. Thank you to my community, to the guys on this channel, to the people, to the Polo Tri team, to Kuya Kim Atienza, to the Next Step Tri team, to Melvin, Go for Gold, just Trifactor, the people of Ironman, just all the support, the community, the whole community of triathlon. Thank you so much for just being there and being present and allowing us to have a voice to be heard and to be seen.
Paul Famador, Makoy Almanzor watching. Hello guys, thanks for watching. Mark Hearns, ikaw naman, any sponsors to thank?
Thank you to Clean Athlete for keeping me fit. Really, really helpful, especially during these days. Shout out to Win Republic and shout out to Saddle Row as well, and to Inside Track Athletics. Hi guys.
You guys need this clean electrolytes and clean endurance. Having said that,
we will have last story.
Okay.
Coach Jeremy, go. Thank you. I love it.
Oh yes, the Godfather. Guys, game portion. Before we end, throw one question each, and the winner will get 5 bottles of My Daily Collagen. They'll get an arm sleeve from Clean Athlete. They'll get a visor from Clean Athlete. But more than that, yung Clean Recovery, 5 sachets from Clean Recovery, Clean Athlete Recovery. Thank you very much, Lista family. Una question, Retzel, Bato. Anong question gusto mong itanong sa viewers? If they get the answer correctly, they'll bring home those prizes.
Favorite recovery drink?
Anong favorite recovery drink ni Retzel? You get the answer correctly, you get 5 bottles of My Daily Collagen, arm sleeve from Clean Athlete, visor from Clean Athlete, 5 sachets of Clean Athlete Recovery. Mark, anong question mo?
In a triathlon, ano yung nauna? Bike, run, or swim?
Anong nauuna in triathlon? Bike, run, or swim? If your answer is correct, again, you'll bring home 5 bottles of My Daily Collagen, arm sleeve from Clean Athlete, visor from Clean Athlete, and 5 sachets of Clean Athlete Recovery. And finally, Elle Adda, what is your question for our viewers?
Sure. We mentioned this twice kanina. Yoga means the union of what 3 things?
Again, yoga is a union of?
Of what 3 things?
What 3 things? Okay, Elle, can you make that a little easy for them?
Sure.
Can you give the first 2? Yung pangatlo na lang pahula natin.
Mind, body, and?
Mind, body, and blank. Okay, mind, body, and foot, hand. I don't know. Make a guess. Okay, make a guess. All right. So salamat dun sa questions niyo, and I'm sure all our friends ito napupuno na, nagsasagutan na sila lahat. Online shows, you have any online training sessions, Mark? Meron ka ba na you would like to promote?
I don't have yet, but Saddle Row conducts online classes. So please check out the website. Please check out the IG page of Saddle Row and sign up for online classes.
Retzel, meron ka ba that people can join kung meron ka mga online Zwift sessions or indoor ride sessions?
Actually, I just joined yung mga different meetups. And newbie rin ako sa Zwift but I do my indoor sessions parang solo lang.
Okay. Join nyo si Coach Van Agdon. Meron yung mga indoor sessions din.
Sir.
And about you, Elle, people are waiting. Paper and pens are ready.
Absolutely. So just if you follow me on IG and subscribe to my YouTube, it's all Elle Adda. There's going to be a platform being launched in a couple of weeks or next week. Just keep in tune where we have a podcast where we talk to different global wellness professionals from all over the world, people as well who specialize in psychology, fitness, mental fitness, durability. We're also going to be doing a lot of different wellness guest speakers. We're going to do yoga. We're going to do fitness, everything under the sun. So if you just subscribe on YouTube and follow Elle Adda. And tomorrow, I hope you'll all join at 1 p.m. Manila time on FB Live. Go to Quarantine Tribe on Facebook. Kuya Kim Atienza and I will be talking about how to use and transform your struggles into your strengths.
I love that. What time is it with Kuya Kim? 1 p.m. tomorrow.
1 p.m. On the Quarantine Tribe Facebook page.
Okay, so huwag niyo kakalimutan yan. Mark your calendars already. Okay, funny, Chuck Maceda says, yung question mo, El, mind, body, and pusod. I don't think that's the right answer, no? I don't think it's the belly button. Okay, so good try. Chuck Maceda, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so we're near the end of the show. Don't forget, 10-20-30. Let's help our frontliners. Donate lang po kayo. Please donate lang. No? We don't care kung 25 centavos yan, piso, 10 piso. Any amount will go a long way pag pinagsama-sama natin yan. I'd like to thank Oakley. Thank you, Miss Lauren. I'd like to thank our friends from Garmin, Neil Anthony Tan, Nico Soria. Thank you for Hoka, Leo Nelson Libuna, of course, Steer, our friends from Vamos, sila, mga kaibigan natin dyan, no? Sila Javi and Drew. Thank you for helping us and being with us. Specialized QC, mga kaibigan from Specialized QC. And of course, My Daily Collagen. Maraming salamat kay Oliver Salas. And to the Lista family, Rujen the Rockstar, I know you're watching right now. Thank you, Clean Athlete. Thank you for sponsoring this show. And we'll play the video of Elle Adda as we end the show. So on behalf of Mark Hernandez, Red Seller Kisa, Elle Adda, on behalf of Ignite Multi-Sports Events, would like to thank all our guests today and all our guests for the past 5 shows. For watching and joining us in the first season of the talk show. This is the end of the first season. 6 shows na po kami for the first season. We hope that we were able to entertain you and able to stimulate your minds intellectually, even in a small way, during this time of crisis. So please follow the Facebook page of Ignite for more igniting surprises. Don't forget that, igniting surprises. So again, on behalf of Mark Hearns, we got Red Seller Keys, and we got the lovely Elle Adda. This is Chicky Reyes signing off, saying stay safe, be ignited, but stay home. And enjoy this video of Elle Adda. Paalam guys, enjoy. Cheers.
Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
everyone. Bye.
Sun is rising, set my aim on the horizon. Watch the waves as they roar for the heart that I've worked for. Set a fire in this soul, can't contain, can't control. Steady heart, straightened spine for the prize that's already mine. Don't close your eyes. Don't wanna miss it. It's taken all that I am, but this is living. Here I come alive. Brave what I'm afraid of. Show me what I'm made of. Bring on the miles. There's nothing stopping me from being alive. Changed and I've seen the glory that cannot be unseen. Sacrifices that I set at the finish, I'll proudly wear them round my neck. So drench my heart, 'cause I want more. There's a riot in my soul and I want more. 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 Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Come alive. Look out and listen. We're going the distance. Bring on the miles. best that